Welcome to the Today in History channel. In today's video we will talk about the day, June 13th, 323 before Christ. Death of Alexander the Great. King Alexander III of Macedonia, born in Pela, in 356 BC, succeeded his father, Philip II, murdered in 336 BC at a very young age, although he had excellent military and intellectual training, tutored by the philosopher Aristotle. During the first years of his reign, Alexander managed to assert authority over the peoples subjected to Macedonia, who had rebelled after Philip's death. In 334 BC, he launched a military campaign of revenge for all of Greece, under the leadership of Macedonia, against the powerful and extensive Persian Empire. With a small army of 30,000 infants and 5,000 riders, Alexander imposed himself on the Persians thanks to the military innovations introduced by Philip, the tactic of the oblique order dash, the excellent organization and training of his troops, and his exceptional courage and strategic genius. Alexander went on to win successive victories throughout Asia Minor and the Middle East: Battle of Grand Dan, 334 BC, Syria, Battle of That, 333 BC, Phoenicia, Siege of Tyre, 332 BC, Egypt and Mesopotamia, Gaugamela, 331 BC, until taking the Persian capitals of Susa, 331 BC, and Persepolis, 330 BC. When Darius III, the last Achaemenid emperor, was assassinated by one of his satraps Bessos to prevent him from surrendering, he continued to face Alexander in eastern Iran. Once the capital of the Persians was conquered, Alexander licensed the Greek troops who had accompanied him and made himself proclaimed emperor, taking the place of the Achaemenids. He continued his conquest to the east, defeated and executed Bessos, and subjected Parthia, Arya, Drangiana, Arachosia, Bactriana, and Sogdiana. Owner of Central Asia and present-day Afghanistan, he set out to conquer India, 327 to 325 BC, conceiving a project of world domination. Although he conquered the western part of India, the mutiny of his exhausted troops made him renounce the purpose of continuing to advance eastward. With the conquest of the Persian Empire, Alexander discovered Eastern civilization, conceiving the idea of creating a universal empire in which Greeks and barbarians, fused in their beliefs and cultures, constituted a single people. To this end, he integrated a large contingent of Persian soldiers into his army, organized, in Susa, a simultaneous marriage of thousands of Macedonians to Persian women, and he himself married 2 Oriental princesses, a noblewoman from Sogdiana, and a daughter of Darius III. The first step in the reorganization of the huge empire was monetary unification, which made it possible to create an immense market. Commercial development with geographic expeditions and the construction of roads and irrigation channels were boosted. Greek was designated as a common language and new cities were founded in Egypt, Syria, Mesopotamia, Sogdiana, Bactriana, India and Karma. Alexander's early death at the age of 33, possibly a victim of malaria, prevented him from consolidating his empire. Successive struggles were unleashed until the empire was divided among the dyads, that is to say, its generals Seleuco, Ptolemy, Antigone, Lysimaco and Cassandro. The resulting states were the so-called Hellenistic kingdoms, which over the next few centuries maintained Alexander the Great's ideal of bringing Greek culture to the Orient, while also orienting the Mediterranean. Did you like the video? In the description you will find the blog link with the full article. Give an incentive by subscribing to the channel, liking, commenting and sharing with your friends. Hugs. Until the next.